I think the thing that I found the most exciting about it was the mix of people that attended the course. So as much as the lecturers were awesome, and I think they brought new ideas, innovation, ways of working, I just think, or innovative ways of working, I think what I enjoyed the most was the interaction between the different participants. We came from different backgrounds, very different backgrounds, different countries, and I think that mix was a really good mix. It brought a dynamic, and it was interesting because we learned so much from everyone that was on the course, so yeah. And I think that's the best part of it. I mean, I was also looking for a master's program that allowed me to do it part-time, and there aren't many courses available where you can study part-time, so this was actually a perfect mix. I think the block weeks was perfect. I mean, I looked at sort of part-time studies where you didn't do any sort of coursework, and it wouldn't have worked for me. I think it's a very lonely process to do it when you're just doing a thesis and just doing your dissertation. So I think the interaction with other participants and learning from each other, learning from lectures was the best part. And it was great. I think just 2 weeks away from work where you can focus on it was awesome, yeah. It was an awesome networking experience as well. And as I said, I think the networking was quite interesting because I don't know that there was anyone who was doing skills development. Many people were from different areas of work. There was a journalist, there was two people from health, in the health sector, people from EPWP, but I think the learnings were transcended out our disciplines. And I think that was great. We looked at development as a whole, not necessarily at our areas, our specific focus areas, yeah. The leadership aspects were probably the most practical teachings. I think what I really gained a huge amount from the leadership elements. I think that the way we were able to go and reflect, so the session was one of where there was a lot of learning in class, but you went away and you had reflection sessions. And I had to do weekly reflection sessions, which I think was amazing just for the learnings that came out of that. So I'm doing my thesis topic on an area of work that's important to me. So I am in skills development, but I work very closely with the TVET colleges. And the thing that we've been struggling with is just how we transition our learners from TVET colleges into workplaces. And so what I'm doing is looking at that as a topic so that I'm hoping that I can learn the lessons and see what has worked in other environments and in other spaces and how we can bring that back into the TVET colleges so that our learners don't only exit out with a qualification, but they're actually able to exit into workplaces. So I'm doing my thesis looking at elements of success for TVET college learners. I'm grateful, and I'm really grateful for the experience. It was an awesome experience. I think the experience was one of huge learnings. I mean, I think I was stretched in a way that I didn't think was possible. And sometimes I wondered if I was actually crazy to be doing that, to be doing all of this at this point of my career. And I think it's really difficult when you are in a senior position and you have to take time out, but it was worth it. It was really worth it. And I wouldn't change it for all the money in the world.